Hi everyone, welcome to All Inspired. Today we will be doing some prep for a gathering. We're actually having a few friends over, and so I wanted to get the house all cleaned up, well mainly just the outside cleaned up, and do some prep work for having people over tonight. I'm going to start off by getting this Italian beef going. So I just have a big, piece of chuck roast, and I use salt and pepper on all sides, on both sides of it, and then I am searing it on all sides. I just want to give it a really nice, kind of like, what do you call that? A really nice crust. It'll give it a nice good flavor. So I went ahead and seared that on all sides, and then I'm adding a little bit of the seasoning into the beef broth, and I've had this beef broth in the crock pot getting warm. So it's already warm and ready to go. So I'm going to put the beef in there, and then I'm going to sprinkle some more seasoning on top, and then I'm going to add in the rest of the ingredients. Some garlic cloves to add some nice flavor, and then some pepperoncinis. I'm going to give it a quick little stir, and then I'm going to cook this on low for about 8 hours. About 2 hours before I serve it, I'm going to shred it up. Actually, my husband did that for me because I did not want to do that part. But yeah, about 2 hours before serving, go ahead and just shred up the meat, and all of the meat will absorb that really nice broth. So now that I got that going, I'm gonna head straight outside and get all this cleaned up. It's been since spring since I've cleaned out here, so it's quite dirty. I mean, it is what it is. And so, you know, outdoor furniture is not gonna stay perfectly clean. And I really needed to do a deep clean out here, so I took all of the cushions off. I've never done this before. This is only the second year we've owned this, and so I did not do this last year, and I probably should have, but it was very tedious. But I got all of those off, and I threw them in the washer on a delicate cycle, and I ran them through the dryer too as well on a delicate cycle, just to make sure that they didn't shrink, which they didn't. They all fit back on perfectly fine, so I was happy about that, but I was a little concerned that they might shrink and they wouldn't fit back on properly. But they did, and so I went ahead and got all of these wiped down. Like I said, they just were dirty. There were some spider webs, and you can just see some debris flinging off. And so after I get them all wiped down, I'm gonna start positioning them in a more strategic arrangement where guests can talk. Right now I have it set up for basically our everyday use. My husband and my kids and I can go out there and hang out. I have these two chairs off to the side, and they have the little footstools for them, and this is where I would typically lay out or relax or whatever. And so it's not set up for guests, it's set up for our own everyday personal use. And so I'm going to rearrange all of this to where it's more a cohesive look, and all of the guests will be able to communicate and stuff, and there won't be some chairs that are off to the side. But I have it set up like this big open area, because the daycare boys play hockey, and so they like to come over here, and they'll have their little nets, and they just like to play in this area. We do have the street back behind, but I don't really like them playing out there. It just makes me a little bit nervous. I would just rather move all this stuff out of the way, and then they can just play back here if they want to. But in the event that we have guests, you can see these are not very heavy. You can easily pick them up and carry them around. They're really lightweight, and so I'm just going to reposition these as many times until I get it the way that I like it. I had a hard time at first, but I think if you stick around for a while, you'll see the flow ends up working out perfectly. You're gonna see in just a minute, I'm about to freak out. I thought I saw a cricket, but it ended up being a big spider, and I did not like that at all. I tried to take my shoe off and get it, but it scurried underneath the couch so fast, and so I just grabbed the hose out and just sprayed underneath there really well just to clean anything out, any of the grass, the spider webs, different things like that. But yeah, you'll see I'm about to drop the couch, and yeah, in just a second. I'm kicking that thing and out came that spider, and I tried to take off my shoe and get it, and it didn't work out well for me. So hopefully that spider ventured off into the grass, because it was probably poisonous. It was about the size of a quarter and really furry. I don't know, maybe it was a wolf spider. I'm not sure. Either way, I don't want to be bit by it. So I hope it found a new home, not underneath the couch. But I just wanted to introduce myself really fast. My name is Amanda. I do have a blended family of 5. I have an almost 18-year-old daughter, and I have a 11-year-old and 8-year-old stepdaughter. I will be doing lots of content coming up for the fall. I will be doing a decorate with me. We will be doing a hocus pocus viewing party. I will be doing some DIYs and lots of Halloween decorating. My husband and I were going to build a garage, but we're actually house hunting, so you will get to see some of that content and get to see some of the houses that we've been previewing. So if that sounds like some content that you would like to see, please subscribe and hit the notification button. Now that I got all the furniture where I want it, I'm going to hose this off real fast. You can see it kind of looks a little soapy. It's because I put some power wash on that little area right there. That's actually from our barbecue pit. It used to sit over here, and that's like grease, I guess. So if any of you know how I can get grease off of concrete, please let me know. I'm sure it would have worked better if I used the power washer. However, I have tried that before. I let Dawn power wash sit on the stain for like 2 hours, and then I went back out and hosed it off with the power washer, and it still didn't come off. So I'm just wondering, does any of you guys have any tips of how I can get that off of there? For now, I'm just going to hose it all off. There's a ton of dirt. Those 2 chairs were sitting right here, and there's just a ton of dirt collected back here. So I want to get it all hosed off, and then I'm just going to take that fire pit. We don't use that a ton. It's mainly for just like leaves and sticks and things that fall off the trees in our yard. We'll just put it in there and burn it up. And so I'm just going to take it for now and move it over that big old stain that's unappealing. And I'm just going to get the whole rest of the patio nice and cleaned off. See, so much dirt in that corner. I'm so glad that I busted this out and got it nice and fresh and clean before our guests came over.
It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop. Yeah, yeah. I always knew that this would happen. Yeah. You would find a new distraction. I need you more. Need you here.
While I'm waiting for all of that to dry, I'm going to head back inside. It won't take very long to dry. It is actually pretty hot out right now. Probably about 90 degrees, close to 90. It's especially when that sun is blazing on you. It's just really, really hot. Luckily, we're having company over this evening, and so it'll be nice and cool this evening. Actually, by the time I'm doing this voiceover, we've clearly already had people over, and it was actually a really wonderful night. It was just about the perfect weather. I mean, you might want to put on a sweater or something, or maybe a blanket. I had a few blankets outside in case somebody wanted to use them, but it was really a beautiful night. The moon ended up coming up, and it was a really, really great night. So I want to head inside for right now just because it's so hot, and I'm going to let all that dry before I start decorating, and I'm going to get working on this pasta salad. So this is an Italian pasta salad. I will leave all the recipes linked below so that you can follow it. I didn't follow it exactly. I added you know, a little bit less tomatoes. I wasn't a huge fan of the tomatoes, so I added just a little bit less. I actually added a little bit more of the roasted peppers. Those were so good, and people actually said that it made the salad better because I added those. So I just went along and just kind of tweaked it a little bit. I added a little less olives. I know not everybody likes olives, so I wanted it to be where if you wanted to, you could kind of pick through the salad. So the things that I wasn't sure if people would actually like, I just added a little bit smaller amounts than what the recipe actually called for, so that you could eat around it if you wanted to. But I'm just getting everything prepped up first. I'm going to get everything sliced up, and then after I get everything sliced up, or actually while I was slicing everything up, I had the pasta going, and I just followed the directions on the box as normal, made the pasta, and then rinsed it off in cold water, and then I just had it sitting to the side waiting until I had all the ingredients prepped and could put it all together. I just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone that has been viewing, liking, and commenting on my videos. It helps my growing channel so much, and I cannot express to you how extremely grateful I am that people are watching and liking and commenting on my videos. It means the world to me. Thank you so much.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me for I pass out. I'm too lonely to be done. I'm a drink at this place. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you.
I'm going to put everything together. I intentionally built up like a little triangular area with the pasta, kind of fluffed it up over there so that there would be a little section where you could see the pasta, and I wanted to arrange this. I just thought it looked really, really cute with all the different things just arranged like this. It almost looks like a pasta charcuterie board or something. I don't know, super cute. One of my friends, he was like, oh, a charcuterie board, but you know what I mean. It kind of looks like a pasta charcuterie board. It ended up turning out really cute. And so I just layer all of the things just right next to each other in the pasta bowl. And then I popped this into the refrigerator, and right before we ate, I topped it with the Italian dressing, and then I just mixed it all up. But just for presentation, I just thought this looked super cute. If you stick around to the end, I will actually show a charcuterie board that I did make with different meats and cheeses and grapes. Since I'm doing the Italian beef, I wanted to make sure that I had all of the different cheeses that any cheese that anyone would want. So I thought it would be a cute idea to make a charcuterie board. A few of our friends had their kids with them, so I wanted to make it where there were like grapes and different things on there to where like the kids could grab crackers, cheese, meat, all that stuff, make a little self-made Lunchable if they wanted to. We also had pizza for the kids, so that wasn't a big deal, but I did want to let you know there will be a charcuterie board coming on top of the charcuterie pasta. I guess that's what we're calling it. But I wanted to show you a little trick for keeping away the bugs and the mosquitoes. So I bought these at Dollar Tree. They're all $1 Dollar Tree candles, and I'm just putting eucalyptus oil. There's also lemongrass. It's just up to you what you want to use. I feel like the eucalyptus has worked better, so I just put a few drops in each candle, and then you will see at the very end of this video where I put all of those. It actually turns out absolutely stunning. I didn't get a clip at night. I'm so sorry about that. I'll remember to do that next time. But I did get a clip as the sun was setting, and it just looked really peaceful and beautiful back here with all the candles lit. Our friends that brought their kids didn't stay for very long, so at the end of the evening after we had dinner, it was just the older adults, and we just sat out here and had a glass of wine or just a drink and relaxed, and we could just enjoy the beautiful ambiance of the candles. It was really nice. But here I am putting on those covers. This is a very, very tedious job. I did not realize how much of a task this was, but like I said, it was so hot out this day. I only got a couple of them done, and I went inside my sunroom and finished it up. It was just way too hot. You're gonna see me in a few minutes. I'm just like, I can't take this heat. I am going inside. Okay, I went inside, it cooled off. I got every single one of those cushion covers on them. My goodness. Okay, I'm so glad that that is out of the way. Now it's time to start decorating. I want to wipe off this glass right here. It's just quite a mess. I wanted to use the glass cleaner, make it look a lot better, and then I'm going to start decorating. I'm going to set out a couple different vases. Like I said, some of our friends brought their kids. They weren't there for very long, but they did hang out for a little while, and I wanted to put the candles inside of something just in case they got knocked over or something. We didn't light them right away, but just in case, I wanted to make sure that no one got hurt, and it also looked really, really pretty when putting them inside the vases just made a huge difference than just setting a candle out on the table. So I actually got that really pretty vase from a thrift store, and then this one as well from a thrift store. Sorry, I can't even talk. I got it from a thrift store, and then I painted it. So it was kind of an ugly color. I didn't like it at all, and so I went ahead and painted it. So you will see now finally moving on to the charcuterie board. I just kept going in and out and in and out because it was so hot that I wanted to take breaks and go back inside and get things done. And so I'm just actually taking the salami, and you can see the little rows off into the right corner, but that's what I'm making. You just take the hard salami and you just bend it over a wine glass and just kind of place them in random spots, just making sure you go all the way around it, and it makes these cute little roses. I thought that was so adorable. And so then I'm just stacking different types of cheeses on here. I'm going to do a mozzarella and a Swiss cheese since I was going more for the Italian theme, but I also have different cheeses if any of the guests want something else or don't like these. I have other cheeses that they could have. So I'm just gonna lay this all out.
When the streams are getting strong, just hold on to me, yeah. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I know you're strong.
Here's the final look of everything. The Italian beef, it was delicious. I ended up having some bread to serve with it so we can make sandwiches, our pasta salad, our cute little charcuterie board. I put some snacks for the kids and some chilled wine for the adults. Over in the left hand side, those little colorful things, does anybody know what those are? Comment below, let me know if you know what those are. Here's how everything's set up. The flow looked very beautiful. All of the candles cascading down the stairs. It just had a beautiful ambiance, and it did help protect us from the mosquitoes. Thank you guys so much for watching.